Welcome to Hong Kong Gundula. It's great to have a photographer like you visiting us, and I'd really love to hear about your concept of photographing generations of women. Welcome to the hustle and bustle of Hong Kong Gundula. I'd love you to tell me more about your photographs of generations of women. Can you tell me how you thought about this concept?
Yeah, thank you, Susan, for this nice welcome. I started the generation with my self-portrait. I did this. I do self-portraits. I started my work with self-portrait. Anyway, I do the self-portrait, and I'm always in the question, who am I and why I'm here? So one of my self-portrait is the generation thing. So I started to do a picture of my grandma, my mom, me and my daughter. And in the end it feels so strange for me because I saw myself when I put the layers together, the images, I saw myself with 93, so I was shocked.
I could imagine when you were 20.
We learn from the mother, from the grandma, and what we take from other women too. So I think it's what I learned now when I travel and do the work with other women. I learned that it's great to talk about this with other women because it's a communication thing. We learn from each other. This is one thing, and the other thing is that we see it's not private. Our problems we have, they are not private. We have to be louder. We have to be really loud to talk about this.
So what brings this out from the photography? So when you look at the photographs of generations of women, what is it that makes you feel like that?
Because it has to be something with reality. Yeah, when I do the lines, you don't see it in reality. Often the women tell me, wow, I never saw I'm so near to my mother. Or you always hope you are so near to your daughter, but if you're so near to your mother, it's something special, yeah? It's different. So it's a little bit of
yeah. I feel very close to my mother still, though she's passed away. And when you were talking about it, it brought tears to my eyes earlier. I think everyone has this with their mother, and of course their daughter. But it's a huge thing, isn't it? There's this invisible bond, this invisible thread that passes one generation to the next.
Yes, and I love my grandma, I love my mom. Yeah. And I'm so happy, and I'm so happy that I could do the work before my grandma passed away, because after this I took the pictures 95, so next year my grandma died, and I didn't know this. I didn't know why I have to do it, so later I understood why I had to do the pictures. Yeah?
And does it bring out something different in the individuals when they see the photos all together? Is it different from seeing the photos separately?
I think it makes it different, because in real life you don't see it in that way. So it's real to the point of this line. Yeah? When there are other lines, when you, because often we take this behind every culture, or that we take the names from the father. So the mother line is not so important, yeah. And in the real life, and you live together, you don't see so much how close you are. Emotionally, of course, but not in the habit, yeah.
Because we're all in our lives.
Yeah.
So something about this thread that passes from generation to generation, that is that continuity, but also, it's also different, isn't it? Something very special. This special sort of thread.
Yeah.
That maybe strengthens you. I feel that this could empower people and strengthen women. Do you feel that from your work? I think women would get a lot of strength from it.
Right. I feel the more I do with this, and the more, and when I do self-portraits, I always go deeper in the maybe in the problem. So in that way, I feel like a little bit healing this process, yeah. And when I talk with women, the same thing. They say, "Wow, it's grateful that I can have the line. I see it, yeah." So it's on one side it's grateful, on the other side maybe something else.
Well, I think something special would come out of that recognition, because it's a recognition of who you are, right? You said self-inquiry. Self-inquiry. You wanted to know. We all want to know who we are, where we come from, and where we're going. Actually, that's the human condition. Yeah.
I think the special is that one body is coming from the other body. It's something really
cellular continuity. It is, yeah, it's a physical continuity, isn't it?
It's like the matryoshka principle. I love when I was a child. One matryoshka is coming from the other one. So that's why you cannot do it with men. I like to I do work with men too, yeah. But this is special. This one body is coming from the other one, and it's so real, yeah. It's so real. You cannot step out of this, even if you go on the other side of the world. And if you watch it, if you really watch it, if you able to watch it, and I think the photography is helping to watch it. Maybe
to make an observation. I think we don't think enough about that. This matriarchal lineage that is so vital and that is a physical thing. Yeah, that's a fascinating concept. Thank you so much. And I know I can buy your artwork in the galleries in Munich and France. So it's good for people to know this work exists. Thank you.
It's Claire Gallery, and yeah, I'm happy to work now for this project.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, and I wish you well with your travels around Asia, photographing Chinese women, Filipinos, Thais. Have a fabulous trip.